The crypto boogeyman, Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, has come out saying basically most cryptos other than Bitcoin are probably securities. I'm going to get into it, but first, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and check out the CT Club. A link for that is down below. We have got a great growing community, trade alerts, portfolio updates, our thoughts on what the market's happening, and classes. Okay, so what the heck? I remember talking about the SEC when this really started happening with crypto was like in 2017. Is Bitcoin a security? Is Ethereum a security? And back then, both of those two top dogs in crypto now were kind of cleared of having that burden on them of being regulated as securities. Now, Gary Gensler is saying basically every crypto besides Bitcoin, he said most cryptos besides Bitcoin are probably securities, and he's requesting that these token issuers and crypto exchanges come forward and report themselves to their awarenesses. On top of this, you'll note that Gary Gensler is also requesting an additional $1 billion of funding to help them bolster their ability to enforce these regulations. He's looking to hire 50 new people to cover thousands of different cryptocurrencies. Basically, a lot of cryptocurrencies that were issued through ICOs, pre-funding stages, a lot of pre-mined coins. A lot of cryptocurrencies were launched in that fashion. This does not count coins that are mined. Think of Bitcoin, Monero, proof of work cryptocurrencies don't fall under this umbrella. Ethereum technically does. They definitely had a pre-mine. They definitely had a big ICO. But is Ethereum too big to regulate at this point? That was already several years ago at this point. So what does this mean for these cryptocurrency projects, and what does this mean for you? As a cryptocurrency project, if you're saying that you're so decentralized, but you know you're not, and you have these bottlenecks that these regulators can target and to enforce their regulations upon you, you might find yourself having to either move your headquarters out of the US or only function and have people gain access to your coins through decentralized exchanges. If you are a centralized exchange, you know, you already know what the deal is of US regulations. You're going to have to compartmentalize your services for US citizens and the rest of the world, as these regulations are kind of being that difference. As a person, if you are a US citizen, this is nothing new, sadly, for you. And this is something that Toby and I kind of saw happening years before. That's why we renounced our US citizenship. We like to participate as freely in crypto as we can, and love the fact that we did that. A lot of other reasons as well. But if you're a US citizen, you're going to find maybe you're gaining access to very little number of cryptocurrencies on centralized exchanges. Again, decentralized exchanges will be your safe haven. If you want to know what's going to happen to the prices of the coins with when these regulations do roll out, take a look at what happened to XRP. They are fighting the SEC. They've been in the court case for well over a year. They suffered diminished liquidity on exchanges because exchanges had to delist them from US customers. And so the people who are stuck holding XRP have been hoping that XRP will win out the SEC and they won't have to suffer the consequences, pay the huge fines. That's another thing. If a lot of these coins are labeled as securities, which according to the Howey test, many of these are, they're going to have to pay a heavy fine. Can they afford that fine? Will they be able to function as a cryptocurrency after that? Or are they just going to pay a fine and hope to not get arrested? A lot of things are going to be forming and changing with these regulations, but that's where we see it going for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. My name's Heidi. This is Crypto Tips. Hit like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.